I never understood why people on the internet absolutely seethe at grifters so much. Like, I understand they're annoying, but are they truly the bane of existence? At least that's what I thought until I was labeled a grifter. And I finally started to understand, because the crazy part was I wasn't even grifting. I just dead ass had a shit take. It happens to us all the time. Sometimes you have good takes, sometimes you have shit takes. It is what it is. I'm over exaggerating about the shit take because it wasn't even about anything I said in the video. People were literally crashing out because of a title and a thumbnail. Because everything I said in the video was positive, but nobody was trying to hear that. They just saw the thumbnail, clicked on my video, and started typing shit. Like, I'm so for real when I tell you I had no idea what a rage baiter was, what a grifter was. And I've come to the realization that the way people were crashing out, it's kind of valid because all of this is grifters' fault. The grifters have ruined the internet to the point where audience members can't tell when something is genuine or fake. So I can't even be real on the internet anymore because people, unless it's something they want to hear, will assume that I'm a grifter. Just off rip, no benefit of the doubt. And can you really blame them? I don't really know if I can blame them. I mean, you have people, you can't tell if their opinion is what they really feel. If they got a sponsor, can you even trust what they're saying? Or are they trying to get a sponsor so they're saying exactly what you want to hear? You can't tell whether a content creator is afraid of the player base, so they're just spreading toxic positivity, or if it's the opposite, if the person is just a literal rage-baiting grifter. And you don't know who's behind the computer screen. You can't tell if this person even believes a word of what they're saying, if we truly think about it. So I understand the extreme defensiveness of fans, and this is why I've truly learned and grown to hate grifters and rage baiters, because they make my life on YouTube hell. It's honestly all their fault. So that's the main reason I think grifters suck and they're low-key ruining society, at least on the internet. And you know the crazy thing, it even spreads outside the internet, because the second reason I hate grifters, it's because they teach people how to think and they are low-key dumb as hell. So it's kind of like the blind leading the blind in society at this point. Like, it may sound corny, but back in the day, like, we legit had role models, and I genuinely think there were more adults out there looking out for kids. Like, we had censorship back in the day. I used to think shut up was a swear. I used to think ass was a swear. Like, even if somebody said jackass, we were like, oh my God, you're swearing. Like, we had people gatekeeping things, making sure we didn't see things. We didn't see, maintaining our innocence. And then there's people you could look up to. If you were fortunate enough to have decent parents, you could look up to your parents. Maybe you had some siblings. Maybe your teacher was actually a good teacher. I won't lie to you. I take for granted that I actually had some decent teachers that were good people growing up. Don't get me wrong. A lot of teachers it was like 50-50. What I'm saying is you had adults in your life or like role models. And even if you didn't have those, if you were unlucky, you could even turn to like TV shows, comic books, even certain celebrities, like talented celebrities like musicians. I used to look up to a lot of rappers, even though I found out they're all liars and I stopped listening to them. It used to be a positive influence, something I could strive to, something that motivated me. Like, nowadays, the kids, they don't look to any of that. They look to people like clavicular. Like, don't get me wrong, celebrity worship is cringe, but at least there was a talent that you could respect somebody for doing. What does Asmongold do? What does Clavicular do? What does Tectone do? What does Hassan do? It's just a scary thought. And when you break it down like this, it's no wonder everybody's so extreme and insane and stupid, because they're getting their race theory from Asmongold. Don't get me wrong, I don't even hate Asmongold. I thought he was pretty funny when he stuck to video games, but it's when when these streamers get into politics, race, religion, it's extremely dangerous. And that leads to my final issue with LARPers and grifters. It's just, they spread bullshit, misinformation, low effort, and slop content. Pretty much the name of the game of grifting on the internet. And I'll be 100% real. We are partly to blame for this. I mean, we all love some slop. I watch some slop. YouTube at this point is legitimately all slop. Like, we crash out a lot about AI slop, but for some reason, human slop gets the okay. Like, it's all slop, guys. And it's hard for me to 100% blame grifters for this, because this is more of a hate the game, not the player type thing, because YouTube incentivizes it. People click on it. A smart businessman at this point would start producing slop. But bro, it's just making YouTube so unoriginal. Everybody looks and sounds the same. Like, I can tell a video is going to be slop just by the thumbnail. It's going to have some soy jack face. It's going to have have either red and white text or just red text over like a dark or a white background. Like, you know, the thumbnail. Like, at this point, thumbnails are lining up and looking exactly the same as each other. And I guess this is my problem with the whole site more than just the grifters, but I still feel sick to my stomach. I think about how much everybody has truly turned into a LARPer and a grifter on this site. Again, not necessarily their fault. They're just working within the YouTube algorithm. But damn, is it depressing, and damn, is it make it hard to make honest, expressive content on this website. So yeah, I think I've come to realize LARPers and grifters are a more of a detriment to society than I first realized, and I'm sorry for doubting people for getting so defensive and mad, even though I meant no harm, because you guys don't know that. You guys don't know who the fuck I am. So obviously you're going to assume I'm a grifter or a LARPer, because almost everybody on this fucking website is a grifter or a LARPer. But yeah, I just wanted to vent out my frustrations and my realization on why people actually get so offended and angry when they think I'm a grifter, even though I've not. It's just grifters make honest discussion on this website impossible. They'll say anything for money, so they just spread BS, and they are educating the masses while being uneducated themselves. So I wish a lot of these grifters would just stick to their lanes and stick to gaming, because it's genuinely harming the minds of the youth. And that just grinds my gears. Peace.